What is up, everyone? My name is Vlad, the crypto trader, part of the Be Independent tribe, and today we're gonna go over the Ether Party versus Bitcoin setup, or Fuel versus BTC, earlier shared on my Twitter account. So, as usual, let's remove everything that we see on this chart, including the moving averages. So, you know, this is a relatively long period of consolidation since mid-September. And again, what we started off here, I mean, the these long wicks, they're very hard to chart, arguably, but let's take that this is a point of contact, this is another point of contact. Could draw something like this, could also, of course, squeeze it like that. So then you have some sort of last consolidation before the final break. But in any case, there's definitely some squeeze nature in here. Could not, maybe it's not the best pattern ever in terms of, a perfect symmetrical triangle, none of that. At the same time, I think both me and you could agree that there is some squeeze nature in here. As usual, we'll highlight the POC as well. That will be in blue. And then we'll do our magical 3 count, which is the alternating highs and lows. So we'll do a count of 3. So for first high, first low, second high, second low, and third high, third high, third low. And you'll notice something that I'll do here. Just before, let me connect to this last point. Yep, and here. Well, we'll do that. Let's finish that first. So here to here, this point. Doesn't really matter which low you pick here. Um, at the same time, what do we do in relationship to this? Because clearly it has broken our previous low here. So we ran that low here. We ran all the stops on that low, placed on that low, I should say, more something like that. And so that's the main reason why I decided to let this, scam wick, I'll call it scam wick, come through, because it's actually not too relevant for our analysis. It's just a one-off. You could see, for example, on on Sun. So if I remove it, there were more taps. So it's like you have this low established, and then taps it one. Maybe there was a big buy wall on this level, but tap it, and then here we finally remove everyone who's like, yeah, like as you can see, I had a setup here as well, which didn't work out, but you can see that this low was tested 3 times, and that's kind of the same idea that we see here. So we're just tapping all the stops that are placed here and removing all the longs. Um, and so if you actually get rid of some longs, so some that the sell pressure from those longs will disappear. So it's actually, once those longs are out of the market, it's actually easier for the price to move up, because those long buyers, of course, would be sellers at some point at these levels, right? And so if they are gone right here, then they disappear, then there is not as much sell pressure at these levels. So it's actually easy. It should be easier for us now to move to these higher levels. So that's just some background, uh, you know, let's say some 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 background strategy play on running stops. That happens more in FX than here, but yeah, sometimes you still see it, and I think it's relevant for this analysis as well. Then we will draw our entry point and stop losses. So that's in green because our entry is always green. Then was that green or black? I left it black. Let's make it green. And then, oh no, I marked the wrong level. It's actually our entry is here at 51, not 50. Well, they're both at 51. In any case, then we'll draw our midway line, and that's the midline. Like so. And then we will project these lines, which will give us our take profit. Because again, remember, so we have set up our entry level and our stop loss. So that's 2/3 of our trading idea in advance. What we need to now to establish a final risk reward is a take profit. So then you can actually, start looking at position size, how much should you enter with, and and those type of things. But before that, you need to establish where at the levels at which you're going to enter, the level at which you're going to say, okay, my analysis in this case is wrong, so your stop loss, and also the level where you exit the market happy with the profit you got. So as long as you have those three, then you can move on to further thoughts, such as risk management, position size, and so on. And so that's what I'm drawing right now. That's our risk reward for this trade setup, which is 5.5. Again, one side different this time. Not quite sure why. Yeah, looks alright. Looks drawn. Excuse me. Looks drawn alright. So again, nice Fibonacci on these as well. Volume profile is matching our funnel region, so our entry region. So this is our entry, right? This is our stop, so it needs to be in between, which is the case. Let's move that to that level, indeed. And I also like the balance. So if you see here from first high to first low, there's a really quick retracement, and then the consolidation from our second high to our second low is really slow. So this is pretty much all the impatient buyers just leaving this, in this case, fuel at a loss or break even or with a short profit. But it's just impatient market participants leaving the market. And you need those people to leave before you can move on. Again, like we've discussed here, for example, you need to, because their future selling pressure is now gone, so you can move on to further levels fairly easily, or more easily than before. So yeah, it's a 5.5 risk reward setup. Usually, what I'm looking for is between 3 and 5, as I've said before. But I also, what I really like is this last ascending triangle which formed here, which was really brilliant. It's like the train doing choo choo, and just before leaving the station, you get this last small ascending triangle. It's just brilliant. So risk reward is decent. Volume profile fibs. The only thing was this scam wick, but which was ignored for the sake of this analysis. If you would like to know more or be more active, get first-hand views when these ideas are shared, you can go to my Twitter profile, where you can find the website, and from the website is really easily you can find our Discord community. So you just need to click this button, join now. This is an invite for the Discord community, and this is where we're actually most active these days. So this idea was actually shared before it broke out right here. So still trading below the entry level. So, and all the analysis was also posted in here. So in case you're interested in getting these ideas firsthand, definitely check that out. Yeah, so this is also where you can find me. So we can also go through some other ideas really quickly that are still being followed. So not this one. TNT is also a trade which is valid in Fibs, but the volume profile does not match our entry channel. So that's the reason why I'm not taking this trade currently. I'm still following it, see what it does, but yeah, also the balance in it is not great. So leaving that one for later. That was yesterday. Still following also Zen with the squeeze, looking for our third high, third low. So, and then AMB as well. This is a setup I've shared in the past. It actually never ended up triggering, but now it still looks like it's alive. It didn't run this first low, so first high, first low, second high, second low, currently. And then now I'm looking for a valid third high and third low to be established, and then look if the volume profile matches, which does seem the case with our entry channel, and then probably repost this trading idea in the future. So yeah, there was also PPT, but not also not fully compliant, so not gonna don't think there's much value in sharing that. So keep in mind Fuel, AMP, and Zen, and those are also on my watch list. So yeah, as always, I hope you take something from this video, you take some value, and if you did, please like and share this video. It would help me out a lot to put the word out, and I hope to see you the next time around. Take care.